Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Come on, set.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Stop below 18. Go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rome Odunze with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make... And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Oh, I hate that fucking animation, Wes, where you start to slide and you can still hit it and make me fumble. It's so fucking annoying. Happens all the time.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have...
That's caught at the 25. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Calvin Ridley, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Young. Being chased out left. Fighting him off. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack, And a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. The Buccaneers had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now McCarthy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it, here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Trey Palmer, 34 yards. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard.
What the fuck was that animation?
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. 2nd down, Pollard again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. This one caught by Ridley. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Second down and 3. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Go.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Drop low 80. Here we go.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Pollard again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To the air with McCarthy. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
60 by 6, 60, trap 60, trap 60, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Let's go now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Looking to throw, Young. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
He's got a man complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rome Odunze. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Let's go.
Young here, you can see changing the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Ridley. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Calvin Ridley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now a 2nd and 6. It's Young off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass. Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. McCarthy. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Buying time to his left. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose again, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rome Odunze, 76 yards. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 3rd and 3. The play fake. Now Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Let's go now.
And Young's going to throw for this. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I thought you was about to quit, bro. I was about to say, damn, you just joined the fucking league.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a 1st down.
19, Tiger, 19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Come on, set. Ready.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Go.
Pollard is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Now here's Pollard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers have got it on cruise control. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Fields. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
You should have started Justin Fields, bro. Why you even starting by the play shot? It's a bump.
That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown! Paris Campbell from 19 yards away. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
Hawk 70, 70 Timberwolves. 70.
On play action, McCarthy. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's McCarthy. Dance into it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. J.J. McCarthy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back to throw. Fields. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's...
Are you really showboating?
Touchdown, but they still
I mean,
big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able
I ain't trying to be toxic when I say this, but bro, you're getting your fucking ass destroyed. Are you showboating? Just saying.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields trying to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Not to mention, I also shouldn't probably be doing this because I'm trying to tank for the first pick. I'm definitely going to lose the first pick, but yeah.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Pollard again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 go!
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now McCarthy. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said,
They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
From the gun, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
You got a mini base. Why not? Here we go. Yep. Right.
They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
11. Go.
Play action. It's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Jordan Fuller there to take him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a solid run down inside the 30. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And one last throw here for Fields. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bucs, they get a rare victory to move to 4-12 with 1 game remaining. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again on EA Sports.
I'm trying to dodge a sentence. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight business. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, ain't hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup, hating, yup, jury blinging, yup, yup, phone ringing, yup, hating, yup, jury blinging, yup. I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a sin. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab